got 6 minutes yet, so they got to be in. But waiting on Nunda, Mr. Elite, Conal, and German. Yeah, we are here. Just started the stream a little bit early. Obviously last night Vintage was streaming because it wouldn't work for me for whatever reason, so I started it early to make sure it was all up and running, and thank goodness it is. Evening to Theo. Good, thank you. Just waiting on German, Mr. Elite and Nunda. And we have got a few minutes yet anyway. Mr. Elite is in.
Have some rain tonight, Mr. Wilson. Like to see wet quali, wet race.
Yeah, we had wet last night, as I found out. It was horrible.
I think
Couldn't
me and
stand
you had
it.
a cracking race, didn't we?
Yeah, having a battle about lap or two down, weren't we?
You had a terrible start, I had a terrible ending. But hey, it's a bit of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
It was supposed to be,
Well,
but,
it wasn't. No, it wasn't meant. Wasn't meant to be racing, but I thought I couldn't get anyone else in last minute. I didn't expect that to happen, so I thought I'd have to race myself. And yeah, it didn't end well, did it?
no, rain around here is not the best place, is it really?
It's not, absolutely not. Yeah, the castle here is bad enough. I remember last season in the Premier League, I think we only had 10 or 11 cars finish. It was the most DNFs in WNR history. Was this track last season in the Premier League? So if it's raining, it's going to be even harder.
That's it. It's game over, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get a voice sharing. I think he weren't too happy. I know he finished. Was it 8th? Was it?
Yeah, he was quite low down. He qualified well, didn't he, up in P2 again. It was that battle between Fishing and Sloth yesterday. Young Tommy is saying evening. Young Tommy, and I think he came third in League One last night. Did you see League One? Did you watch it?
No, I watched the qualifying and I was at work, and then I obviously missed most of the race.
Yeah, young Tommy had a good race. Theo saying it was a fun race last night. Just the second time Theo's been in the points this season. He finished 10th, didn't he? Woods was 9th as well, his first time in the points.
See, I told you Woods would be on it. he was on it. It's very rare that happens, but
Yeah. I mean, he didn't spin once. He had instant in quality, of course. Got a 5-place grid penalty, which I don't think was much his fault.
no,
But
puts a few of their performances, isn't it? He'll be all right. Yeah, I think Theo loved that race last night, didn't he? He was buzzing, wasn't he?
yeah, he was really, really happy about it. It's 25. It's 25 past now. German, we're waiting for German under. I am speaking to German. German is running late. I think can't remember what he said, but yeah, he's going to be late home, so he might not make it German. Whereas Nunda is just, well, he's not turned up, is he? And I don't think that's the first time either. But we have got reserves waiting, as we say. We've got 3 on standby. In fact, we've got 4 waiting. So we should be okay. Yeah, Nunda did this in Vietnam early on in the season. He didn't turn up, but yeah, it's 25 past, so he should be in by now. He isn't going to get replaced, or he's going to get replaced. We have got Weisheng first reserve. He asked me a couple of days ago, and then young Tommy's second, and Menace Max is third. Who asked me about an hour ago. I think young Tommy asked yesterday. Was it young Tommy that asked yesterday? He's in the comments, so if it was him, let us know if you're ready, mate. I'm probably making this up, and it was probably someone else. Cowie's in the comments saying, enjoy it, lads. Yeah, Cowie's, I think this is the first time Cowie's missed a race, but obviously gonna miss him on the grid tonight. It's gonna be weird without him, but yeah, hopefully he'll be back in next week. And reserving for Cowie, we've got Serious Mushroom in the Alfa Romeo team, and there he is in the comments saying bonjour as well. Right, 26 past, and I'm still not heard from German. But obviously because he has let me know, he does then get till past, whereas Nunda hasn't let me know at all, so we are going to send Weisheng an invite. Yeah, Weisheng has raced in the Premier League once before. That was Italy, wasn't it? And he was right at the top, so looking forward now to seeing him in. Plotter's in the comments saying Tommy in the Prem, let's go. And yeah, Tommy at 1 AM. So yeah, Tommy is going to be the one if German can't. I don't think he's going to make it. But if it gets to past, we will get Tommy an invite. So yeah, how we do it is we get the lobby up going about 10 past. And they've got to be in by 25 past, just so then it gives us this 5-minute window here to sort reserves out, and then we don't end up starting late. And last night we did start late, but that was purely because I couldn't get the stream started, and we had to switch me and Vintage around. You had to get all logged signed into the account. But yeah, it does work quite effective this way. Weisheng is in. He probably doesn't know which car. He is in the McLaren. Weisheng is in the McLaren. Hopefully he's listening so he can hear us. Good luck to the Irish lads, saying Joe McSee in the comments. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong list. That's probably why. Yeah, first time you've heard my voice. Well, I was on the stream yesterday, but first time I've been streaming for a couple of weeks. Of course, break week last week, wasn't it? And didn't stream last night. He's late, saying Theo. Yeah, Theo, we know, but German he's let me know. So, yeah, but he doesn't get minus points because he's let me know. There's nothing you do sometimes. Weisheng, yeah, he's McLaren. There we go, he's in his car. Yeah, Tommy, be ready. You're going to get an invite coming your way in a minute. Oh, what have I done? Right, yeah, young Tommy is going to be in unless German turns up in the next 5 seconds. Just quickly check my messages, check he's not messaged. Yep, Tommy, invites coming his way. Did you send Tango a few spare invites? Brilliant. Yeah, it helps him. He needs them. There we go. Tommy's in then, and Tommy's going to be racing for Williams. So he's teaming ALR as well, so he's used to driving that team as well. Tommy's saying which car? There's only one car left, mate, so that one. There we go, I think he's got it. Brilliant, we're all good to go.
Well, it says Nunda was on 43 minutes ago, so...
Yeah, that's what I mean, he's obviously been on, isn't he? I'm not sure if he's broke down and fallen asleep like Cryptic did last night, but again, as Cryptic found out yesterday, that's -3 points for Nunda. German won't get minus points because he's had a decency to message and let us know. Oh, Nunda's saying internet went. Oh, Nunda's internet went. Well, we'll spare. He's literally just come and message us that on the stream, and we literally just got Tommy in 1 minute too late, Nunda. Oh, it's a shame for Nunda. Right, are we going to get rain? Or it's a dry quali. But then again, it was a dry quali yesterday, wasn't it? So hopefully one of the drivers will let us know. I'm sure Tommy will. Tommy's in the comments as well.
Let us know, boys.
Evening to Dylan, he's in the comments as well. Thanks, Mushroom, for the spare invite. It does always help, just in case. Right, whilst we've got cars getting into the session, we'll have a look through the standings. In the lead then, we've got Denzo, as you'd expect. Last 3 races though, he's only got 1 podium, so he's being challenged at the moment, isn't he? German, of course, won last time out in Austria. With that dominant win, he played the strategy to perfection. Crooksy and Konal got on the podium too. So it was an unexpected podium, but yeah, maybe changes in the offering then for the rest of the season, for this half of the season. But Denzo leads, and Dan Murphy's retired in the pits. There we go. So he wants to start from the back, which me and Welsh Maldonado both did yesterday. So, and we were both driving a Haas, and the first car out is the Haas.
We've got on the street, we've got Jay Rain 40 minutes into the race.
That's coming from Owen. I'm not sure if he's speaking to Sully or Konal, one of the League of Ireland drivers. So yeah, Denzo's in the lead, 221, 71 clear of Rick, and then Siege is 37 further back. A further 31 back is Chazza in 4th. Sully's in 5th after picking up his form again recently. Nunda's 6th, but with those -3 well, yeah, we'll decide about that later. He said he thought it was an hour later. Clock's moved back weeks ago. But Potstuff's on 1 point, Mr. Elite's yet to score, and Jay Story's on 2, so that's the relegation zone. Marvsky, Sweet MJP, Sam Swift all in danger too. Yeah, Siege is first car out in the Haas. Into the constructors then. Let's have a look at the constructors. Leading the way is Alfa Romeo, who's Series Mushrooms reserving for tonight. Good to see him back. 18 clear of Racing Point, Rick Dalton Chazza, and then it's a gap of 98 points to Williams in 3rd. So it really is between Alfa Romeo and Racing Point at the moment, and Red Bull are at the bottom. Looks like all dry quali and race, saying young Tommy. Ooh, conflicting in the comments then over what the weather's going to be like. Siege starts his lap then. Yeah, so going through the grid, let's have a look then. So young Tommy, yeah, reserving for German. You got Weisheng reserving for Nunda, and then Serious Mushroom reserving for Cowie. So 3 reserves in tonight. Again, we said earlier, be interested to see Weisheng. Last time reserved in the Premier League, the Championship driver was really pushing Denzo, wasn't he? Right at the top. I think with penalties that let him down. He only finished 8th in the Championship last night, though. So maybe not one of his favourite tracks. Chazza, of course, has been on top form lately. He's also on a lap. Never ruled Siege out. Yet to see the full potential of Lynx as well. Of course, Lynx made his debut with us 2 weeks back in Austria before the break. But he was caught out by strategy as well, as was Denzo and Rick. But he was right in a battle with Rick and Denzo. So, with dry conditions, what we think are anyway, it'd be good to see how much Lynx can challenge at the top. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. It's a shame German's not made it though, because I think we would have a even better battle at the top, but we've got plenty enough competition. We can't be spoiled that much. And Nunda is in pain. Yeah, I would be Nunda if I missed it by 1 minute.
Yep.
See what Siege can do then. What was the pole lap yesterday? I can't remember. Can anyone remember the pole lap from yesterday? That can be your.
We had a low 138, wasn't it? Was it 130?
This lap's just a slow lap from Siege, anyways. Done an extra preparation lap.
138.3, I think.
Oh, what?
I might be wrong.
Probably. No one knew. Jay Story's on a lap. Needs to pick up some more points. He's got 2 from, I think, from Monaco, weren't they? Jay Story. He's up to P2, 142.4. His teammate from last season there with him. Chazza. 138.0 from Chazza. There we go. That's a great lap from Chazza.
Wow. Already. 1 lap.
I'm not sure what Sloth and Weisheng were getting last night. I'll quickly have a look back on yesterday's stream.
I can't think. Was it 130? Did Sloth do a 137? I can't remember.
Go on board with Crooksy. He's about to finish his lap. Let's have a look. Of course, there's wet races. Crooksy does a 138.7. Right, the pole time last night was a 137.6 from Sloth. So 137.6. So Chaz is 4 tenths off that at the moment. Yeah, Plotters for saying it in the comments as well, so I should have just looked at that. Yeah, he was spot on. And then Weisheng did a 137.9. Sweet MJP goes up to P3. Yeah, Sweet MJP and Potts, I think, have been in the Premier League for 4 or 5 races now. They've not got too many points. They've been really unlucky though, because they really have been performing well. And he just gets out of the way for Sean here. I think Sean's only on an out lap anyway. Sam's on an out lap too, so there's no one getting each other's way.
Siege has done a 138.7.
Siege, yeah, Siege improves. Yeah, Siege does improve. Well spotted. Does go up to second. Of course, tyres on this track, it's not really a track you want to do a second lap on. We saw in Austria a lot of cars quicker on their second run. But yeah, this track, because it is a long track, as Jay Story improves by a couple of seconds, it's so bad for tyre wear around here. You don't really want to be doing as many laps as you need. Theo saying, what are my graphics setting? I don't know what he's on about. We've got Serious Mushroom.
You've been drinking that Red Bull again, mate.
On a lap. Marski's on a lap too. He's about across the line. I think he's got a bit. Oh, his pot stuff getting a bit of toe there off Marski. Marski goes 5th. Pot stuff goes up to 4th, close to his teammate. Yellow flags on the track. I think that's just for cars getting out of the way. Rick is on an out lap.
I think that's good enough for Chazza just to retire.
Yeah, Chazza should be safety through of that. I'm not sure about anyone else yet.
No, definitely.
Although it is a long lap, so I think we'll see gaps really spaced out tonight. Whereas last time out in Austria, they were really close with it being a short track. So you'll really get to see with this track, I think, who are the best drivers, who is going to make, not just for quali though, who can set the best time, but who's not going to make mistakes in the race. Because we saw drivers yesterday just hitting the wall, wing damage. I only had about 5 wing changes myself, but you got to be a top driver to avoid wing damage here.
In the wet, especially in the wet as well. That's if you can finish your race first.
That's the first priority.
Back you, yeah.
Gonna watch Mr. Elite on his lap. Again, not picked up any points yet. He's only done 2 races though as a full-time driver, so
Mr. Elite's got the pace.
hopefully he can pick up some points. Definitely got it in him. He was quicker last time out as well in Austria. Red Bull quite unlucky. I think Knowlesy was reserving with Mr. Elite, and yeah, they were both really unlucky in the race after a strong quali and strong start. See what Mr. Elite can do as he crosses the line. It's P5, there we go for Mr. Elite, 139.4, yeah, 1.4 off P1 though. Just shows that lap from Chaz has been absolutely incredible. Chaz has put no traction off, taken traction off as well lately, so he's going to be quicker. But of course there's more risk, especially at a twisty track like this. Well, one of the longest straight, isn't it? As Rick Dalton goes up to P1, he beats Chaz by nearly 2/10. Racing Point looking really, really good at the moment. Sully and Serious Mushroom have both done slower laps. We've got a Mercedes next. I think that's going to be Sean. It is Sean.
137.9 already.
Wow. It's incredible. Just a few tenths off the pole lap from yesterday. Shows how quick those championship drivers are though. Sean goes 6th. Good lap from Sean. Yeah, Siege is retired in the pits, so Siege, I think's comfortable.
I think he is.
So yeah, have a quick look. So far for pole positions, Denzo has got 10 pole positions out of 11 so far this season, which is just absolutely incredible. Who's next? I think we've got Williams on the lap. Is that Sully on the quicker lap? It is. Or Sully? Yeah, he's on the quick lap as well. Some people avoid that curb like Sully. Some people go over it. I tend to go over it.
What section is that, sorry?
Just coming out of sector 2, that left-hander, go over the curb, it might fling me in the wall. Yeah, Denzo's got 10 pole positions, and German getting the other one, which was in Monaco. And German not right, so it's only Denzo's got a pole position this season. Wow.
Is there anyone quicker than Denzo? I know Emerson can be. We need someone to stop him.
Sully goes 12th, and that was his 3rd run on those tyres, so I'm not sure if he invalidated, but he's definitely not safe there, Sully. Sam Swift's only gone 14th as well, so he could be in trouble. Yeah, there's 9 tenths between 10th and 11th, so top 10, I think they'll be relatively happy with their times so far, but yeah, anyone below in real danger. Obviously Lynx, Denzo still yet to even set a lap, same with Vice Sheng. Yeah, Sloth and Vice Sheng, as we saw yesterday, that their P1 and P2 times absolutely incredible. Quicker than these times, even though this is only Q1. Yeah, they're definitely challenging to be in this league next year. But see an Alfa Romeo, is that Mushroom? Well, Mushroom went up to do 139.2 on his 2nd lap, and he is now coming to the pits. It's a better lap there from him. Sam's going to do a second. No, he's not going to do a second run. He's in the pits. So I wonder if he's going to refuel that car. About to see Vice Sheng. No, we're not. It's Tango. Tango's up into P5. There we go. 138.9 from Tango. I think he already was up there actually, but he's just going for another lap. Young Tommy's about to start a lap. If you're in the 138s, you're safe, I'm pretty sure. As Siege clearly agrees with that. Yeah, I wouldn't be 100% certain in the anything in the 139s yet, just because we've still got Serious Mushrooms. There we go, he's retired, so he does feel happy with that lap. Maybe we'd rather start. Oh, Denzo lucky. We're saying how people take that curb. Denzo's almost gone 4 wheels over the curb, whereas we see Sully go 4 wheels completely off it, avoiding it. Completely different strategies around there. Here he is then. You have to say the expected pole sitter now, but I think he's going to have a new challengers tonight. Here in Baku. I see then as Denzo is about to cross the line. Can he get ahead of Rick? Yes, he can, with a 1:37.4, and that beats yesterday's pole time by 2 tenths. And there's 5 seconds clear at the top as Vice Sheng goes up to P3, splits the race in points in the 1:37s as well. Incredible time from him, definitely proving that he's worthy of being in the Premier League next season.
Incredible. Very Q1.
Tango, I think, is he on a quicker lap? It's tough to tell. Yeah, he's staying out and going for it, so I think he must be improving here, Tango, and he does go up to P5. He gains nearly 4 tenths on that lap, and that should see him safely through. Crooksy, Potstuff and Sean all in the pits. Track is relatively quiet at the moment. I think Tommy's about to finish his lap, and he is. What can Tommy do? Oh, P8 for Tommy. That's an incredible lap from the League One driver. Talking to drivers getting promoted, he's one of the favourites to get up to the championship, isn't he? And he's showing it. He's got the pace. I think he's got the pace to be in this league, to be honest. But one step at a time for Tommy, proving his worth, isn't he? So yeah, a Serious Mushroom might be sat there a bit worried because still got Lynx and Kona who are on laps. Sully, not sure if he's on another lap. No, he's on a slow lap. And I'm not sure because Lynx and Kona will set their first lap, and you'd expect Lynx to get ahead of him. It's going to be tough, this. So here goes Lynx, and he crosses the line. It's a 1:38.5, so he's over a second off Denzo at the moment, but even still, it is a good lap up into P5 for Lynx. Next, we're going to see Ferrari, and that's Sam Swift on an out lap. Where's Co now? We're going to watch Co now as he goes through Castle. Haven't seen any crashes yet, which is good to see.
Don't say anything,
Oh dear. Who's going to crash? Hard's any good here, say Mushroom. Well, I went to a 2-stop last night, but yeah, I think they're okay. Oh, Kono's lost it. Oh, he's crashed. Oh, I'm sorry, that's me. I jinxed it. He's not lost his wheel. He's not lost his wheel, but he's got wing damage, and he's going to have to come back in the pits. So not looking good for AlphaTauri at the moment. Sam's on a lap, and apart from that, nearly everyone else is in the pits. We got young Tommy. Is he going for back-to-back? No, he's on a slow lap. Lynx is going for another lap, but he's slightly down. So yeah, we'll keep our eyes on Sam. So he's going through sector 2. Don't do a Charles Leclerc. And he doesn't, he avoids it. And Serious Mushroom, yeah, another one that's happy to start at the back. See it a lot with Mushroom and Murphy. Would prefer to stay at the back.
Yeah,
And a track like this, when there's instance... Yeah, I mean yesterday it wasn't... Oh, and Sam's on the same thing as Konal. Konal, of course, to the back of that podium a couple of weeks ago in Austria. And go either way. I mean, I went to stay at the back. I had an incident straight away, and that was it. No safety car, so I was buggered. So,
Let's see what Sam Swift can do.
yeah, I'm on board with him now in a Ferrari. Let's see, what can he do? Oh, he's just in the 1:38. It's good lap there from Sam. He's up to P10. So yeah, Mushroom's down to 13th now. Mr. Elite, Sweet MJP. Marvsky's in the drop zone. Sully is in the drop zone. And so's Konal's not looking good for the Irish drivers at the moment. But I'm sure they're going to be improving on what they've already done. And yeah, Mr. Elite and Sweet MJP in the drop zone. Well, in the danger zone, sorry. But there's a big gap between 15th and 16th, about 9 tenths. So yeah, a bit of a traffic jam now through Sector 1 as the cars all come out the pits. The ones that need to anyway. I think Lynx is still out on the track. I'm not sure if he improved. He must have improved slightly on his time, Lynx, because he's within a second of Denzo now, so he's done that on his second run. So I definitely think he's got more pace in the bag, Lynx. So he's just coming into the pits. He'll be coming into the pits now. I think Tommy's happy with that. Sam should... yeah, Sam in P10. I think he'll be okay, but everyone else behind him is out on the track looking to improve, apart from Dan and Mushroom, of course, who have retired. Marvsy's going to be first on a lap. We'll watch him. Hope he doesn't get held up by all the cars going through Sector 2 slowly. He's a 10th up, Marvsky. He needs to find at least 9 tenths, though, if he's to get anywhere near getting through.
A lot to ask.
Rain comes after 45 minutes, saying young Tommy. Well, Obviously, the thing is, if there's a safety car in the race, if there's a couple of safety cars, then the race goes slower, and it could last 50, 55 minutes, so it could come into play. It does make it exciting. I don't think hards will make it into the rain if it's 45 minutes, if that's what Mushroom was wondering. Marvsy's found a lot of time in Sector 2. He's 7 tenths up now. He still needs a couple more tenths through Sector 3, but he's put himself right in the contention here, giving himself a good chance of getting through. Here we go then. Marvsy crosses the line, and he doesn't. He loses time in Sector 3. It's only 16th for him. Still not got the checkered flag, and Marvsky has backed off, so that is Marvsky out, unfortunately. It does say no time left, but we are about 40-45 seconds in front of these guys. There's still got time left. Who's going to be next across the line? We've got Mercedes going slow. That's Lynx just coming into the pits, I think. Next to set their time, I think that's going to be... Jay Story's well up on his... Jay Story's hit the wall, though. It was up on his time, I think it was showing us. He's not lost an end plate, though. Lynx has now retired. Konow's going through Sector 3. I think that's Mr. Elite. He's 5 tenths up. Mr. Elite, it's looking good for him. I think he's going to be safely through. He's in the 138s up to P10. Mr. Elite's going to be through. Next car's going to be Sam Swift. No, it's not. He's cross. Oh yeah, it is going to be Sam Swift. He's in P11 then. And again, I think he might be okay anyway. But he is going to finish his lap by the looks of it. Yep, he stays out. And Sam Swift goes up to P7. Lovely that burn. His third lap on those tyres as well. Haas is going to be next. Who's that? Sweet MJP up to P12. Next is going to be Sean. He's in 14th at the moment. And he's up to 13th. Pushes Sweet MJP down. Sully's going to be next. What can Sully do? You'd expect him to improve. Konow goes 6th. Pushes Mushroom out. Sully now crosses the line. And he's out. Sully is out. Marvsky's done. Jay Story, I'm not sure if he hit the wall, but I think he might still. He's only a 10th up, Jay Story, so I don't think he's going to be improving. But Mushroom's out in 16th, just misses out. I did say it'd be close, and I said the 138s would get you through, and that was spot on in the end. 138.99, just got Sweet MJP through. Sully in 17th again. I think he is still practicing with no assists off, so that's not helping him at the moment, but he will definitely improve from that. Jay Story does improve, but not enough. Marvsky out in 18th, Jay Story 19th. Dan Murphy's going to start last after not setting a lap. Good start the Q1, good start the qualifying.
137 already.
Yeah, Konow did really well under pressure there. Only had one lap set, and put him up in the P6 as well. So he's looking good. But yeah, that time from Denzo stands out, doesn't it? He still looks quite far in front of the rest. But of course, we've seen it with Vice Cheng, haven't we, in the championship, dominating a couple of qualifying sessions, and when it gets to Q3, he's not got the pole. Might be some other drivers holding some pace back as well. Not quite sure what we're waiting for now. There we go, all done. Yeah, I said we'd see. Mind you, it's spaced out between the top six or so. But look at the rest. It's really close between 15th and 6th. There's only half a second. Then yeah, it is a bit of a gap to the ones that dropped out. But yeah, Mushroom not too fussed wherever he's starting. He's happy with that. Dan Murphy's happy with that too. And Sully, Mask and Jay Story also towards the back. I think Jay Story did get points here last season though after racing from the back, because he just stuck with it and avoided penalties. And that's what he's going to have to do here today. Good lap from Sam Swift, I must mention there as well. And of course, Vice Cheng, I think he might be he's close with Rick Dalton, isn't he? Evening to Vintage. And Plotter's saying sorry to Bradfield about the contact yesterday.
Oh yeah, sorry mate, yeah, I forgot to message you mate, sorry. Oh, that's fine mate. My race was a disaster anyway.
Well,
Make no difference.
Yeah, you ruined your race completely, that didn't you? Only two laps down.
Completely, yeah. Destroyed it.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. See, obviously, yesterday we didn't see this, did we, in Championship because it was going to be a wet start. We didn't see so many cars go to the mediums here because, of course, Q2, if you get through into the top 10 in Q3, you have to start on the tyres you set your fastest lap on in this session. And of course, a lot of drivers want to start on the mediums because the softs won't last too long around here. I think, what did I manage to do yesterday? Did I start on the softs? No, I didn't start on the softs, did I? Oh, no, it was wets, wasn't it? No, of course it was wets. But yeah, last time I raced here, I think 4 laps I managed to do, which was a long time ago. Your memory's amazing, saying Jay Story. Oh, as commentating all these races, it's incredible the things that just stick in your head. But yeah, I can remember Jay Story's. I think he got 10th. Was it 9th or 10th he got here last season? But he's definitely in the points.
I know he finished, was it 6th in Canada, I think?
Yes, that's it, 6th in Canada.
That's how he survived.
I'm sure Jay Story remembers it as well.
He knows.
Plotters don't be, it was probably Bradfield's fault. Yeah, Serious Mushroom saying that. I just have to read the comments now, and he knows it's Serious Mushroom that says it. Quality.
Yeah.
Howdy didn't, and yeah, Jay Story's 10th, yeah. Strat is soft hard, pit around lap 8 for hard. Oh god. I wouldn't want to. Yeah, well, if you. I wouldn't want to start on softs from Q2. Use softs. By the time you've done a formation lap, they're probably close to 10%. 8 laps on them must be a struggle. But like I say, you saw my race last night, hitting the wall. Everything was a struggle to me. These are much better than I am.
God,
this is
you were
why.
worse than me last night.
Yeah, I know.
I drank a bottle of whiskey as well. But, God. That's embarrassing.
That's probably why you were good.
You'll lap you.
Yeah, and then you crashed, and I unlapped myself. We'd have had a lovely battle if I didn't crash 2 laps down for everyone else.
That would have been a good battle for, how many, was it, I finished 17th, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I finished 18th with a DNF.
Great battle for 17th, mate. There would have been a battle of the season, that one.
That's where we started as well, wasn't it? 17th and 18th. Quality night that was for us.
Oh, God.
Premier League gonna show us how it's done, same vintage. And yes, and talking of the Premier League, we're on board the League One driver, young Tommy, stepping in last minute. He was practicing though, he was ready. So he can't use that as an excuse for anything today. He starts his lap. Goes into turn 1, he has been strong, he's got the pace. Turn 2, then another left-hander. Second, we've got the DRS zone here as well. We've got one here, and then the other one is on, obviously, the incredibly long straight. Turn 3 then completes the rectangle. Another left-hander. It's a place where obviously cars lose traction. Then going into turn 4, really slow for rear, drops into second. Go really wide here, swoop in, hug that apex on the left, avoid that bump on the right. Yeah, you want to go wider. If you hit that bump, it can send you flying. This is a really awkward one. This is where you might get a penalty for invalidating. He avoids it there, well done, Tommy. And this is Castle, the dreaded Castle section. And again, Tommy masks it through there, hugs that apex on the right and the one on the left. Another invalidate point, that is. If you cut in too early, it invalidates. If you go too wide and 4 wheels off, it can invalidate you there as well. This is what we were discussing. Is he going to go wide? He's going to go wide. He completely misses it. Denzo goes almost 4 wheels over it. Completely different strategy there. And yeah, rides that curb, coming onto the straight. This is not a great place if you're struggling for traction. You can see some big crashes there, as we saw for Woods and Fear in qualifying yesterday. But yeah, that's Tommy's lap. The hard part of his lap done anyway. DRS then activated again, the second zone. And then Tommy crosses the line, and it's a 149. So there we go, he must have been on lean fuel. Didn't even notice, but he must be on lean fuel on those scrub softs. Just to put a benchmark lap in. Siege is, that's not Siege, that's Sweet MJP. I wonder if he's doing the same thing. Of course, it only gives you one set of mediums, so a lot of drivers want to keep their practice going as well. They don't want to sit in the pits getting rusty for too long, so they do a lap on the scrub softs and then set their time. at the end on the mediums when the track's in a better condition as well. Sweet MJP, I think this is actually going to be a quick lap from Sweet MJP. Crosses the line 1:39.2. Yes. Yeah, quite a bit quicker than Tommy as well. He's obviously pushed it more. Then going to have Shengas Tango on the meat. He's done it on the mediums as well. So maybe, Pot Stuff goes P1 in the 1:38. That's committing to start on the softs, I think, there from Pot Stuff. But yeah, Tango might do 2 runs on the mediums then. So maybe 1 now and 1 later on in the session. Sam's out on the mediums too. We've got Chazza. Cruxy's lost it. He's smashed the wall. Cruxy smashing the wall there. He lost traction coming out of the final corner. And he lost an end plate as well, and that was on his lap on the medium tyres. So he's going to have to come back into the pits now. Cruxy, fresh from that P2 a couple of weeks back in Austria. Chazza then, again, he completely avoids. He's going slow. Yeah, Chazza's going slow. I don't know if he's made a mistake on his lap. But he's not going to say, yeah, really slow that from him. Must have made that quite a while ago. We don't actually have anyone else on a lap length at the moment. Unless, I wonder if Tango's in for back-to-back. He's done that before. No, he's not. Oh, he nearly hits the castle though. I don't know if that was just a lag or... Yeah, I think Tango's already left the session a couple of times, but... Yeah, we don't actually have any cars on a lap lens. It gives us a chance to look through the comments. Hard to be mega slow at the end, saying Owen. Yeah.
Well, it's going to rain in it.
Well, it might. It might rain. That's a big question. Will it? Rick Dalton's just passed. I think he's on scrub softs as well. It'll be unlike him to start on the softs. He probably got the pace to go through. Or mediums, Rick. Equal saying, is Mushroom racing? Mushroom is racing. Yes, he is. Starting in P16, which he's quite happy about. We'll see some different strategies. I think we'll see a couple of 2 stops out there, especially one starting on softs, maybe a soft, medium.
Well, yeah, I think there'll be a few. If it's going to rain, I'd probably do medium soft.
Medium hot. But yeah, well, it might not rain. If it does rain, it'll be the last lap or 2. Can he do medium soft round here and make it last that long? I think that would be a real struggle. And I think you'd have to be out. Well, Lees can do anything. These are incredible, some of Lees. But if you're outside the top 10, that might be a chance. There might be a chance doing that. Of course, you don't want to do medium, and then the rain not come, because then you still got a pit. Because obviously you've got to have 2 different tyre compounds if it doesn't rain. But yeah, I wonder if we'll see anyone do that medium, and then hope for rain. And if it doesn't rain, put softs on the end. That would be a good. Well, that's my one to watch out. My strategy to watch out for. See if anyone takes my advice. I wouldn't be taking my advice after my race yesterday, though. Rick Dalton then comes onto the straight. I think this is going to be a quick lap from Rick. It's going to be quick. Is he going for the softs? He's going to, as he backs off here, he's not backing off. 1:37.7 for Rick. So yeah, I think he's going to be starting on the softs, Rick. So maybe he's going to go for a soft medium, and yeah, he's going to go really slow on his in lap now to try and save a tyre wear out of those tyres. And we're about to see Vice Sheng go up to P2, 1:38.8, and that's on the mediums, quicker than Pot Stuff. And that's on the medium tyres. Denzo's on the outlap. Sam Swift crosses the line on 40.3, just behind Tango. So yeah, I expect we've got more pace to come from Tango. Then we see Mr. Elite on the mediums as well. Mr. Elite crosses the line. He's up to P7, 1:47, ahead of young Tommy on the mediums. They're both struggling at the moment. Konau's about to start his lap, and then we've got Sean on the lap as well. He's going through sector 1. But what's Sean's lap? Good to see young Tommy trying out the Prem, saying equals. Yeah, it really is good to see him. He's got some great pace, hasn't he? And yeah, well, hopefully for him at least, he will be promoted next season to the championship. Yeah, and yeah, Bazman as well from League One. I think he's leading the stands. He's no longer racing full time in League One, as he's had to go back to work now, unfortunately for him. So that's a even stronger chance of young Tommy getting promoted. I think it's Tommy, Dylan and Menace Max are the top 3, and they're all looking menace at the moment, aren't they, for League One?
I think Bill's done all right last night.
Crazy Bill, of course. I think he's won the last 2 races, isn't he?
Cool.
So he can make a charge, couldn't he? They've got to watch over their shoulders, those top 3, definitely. Good shout there. Denzel will be chewing his nails in case Alpha make me their number 1. saying serious mushroom. I think Denzo will be really happy about having a teammate tonight in mushroom. Cowie's usually very reliable, as we said earlier. First ever race he's missed in WNR. Yeah, and serious mushrooms are very good reserve for him. Sean, and he's on the mediums. See if he can be. Where is he? Sam, Mr. Elite, in the middle, bang in the middle of them. So yeah, Sam. That's a good lap from Sam. He's leading this battle as Mr. Elite does another lap on those mediums, and he just behind Sam. He gets ahead of Sean in that Red Bull. Good lap on his second run there for Mr. Elite. I wonder if he'll be settling with that. And Sam's done another lap. I think he's done a lap of saving up, and he's now going for a lap. Sam's on lap. Oh, Konal went up to P4. Missed Konal, got to P4 on the mediums as well. Just a few tenths off Vai Sheng. Oh, he's really gained some pace lately, Konal. Brilliant lap from him. Crooksy and Denzo both on laps. Justin mentioned young Tommy, and yeah, he's only sector 1.
Yeah, he's got a Ferrari in front of him. That could help him here.
Denzo's going to be next. He's on the softs again. It's looking quick. I think he's going for the softs. Him and Rick usually go for the same strategy, so it wouldn't surprise me if he's going for it. He crosses a lot. 137.4 again from Denzo. So Rick's only 3 tenths off this time. So that's better from Rick, whereas Denzo set the same fantastic time. So yeah, a bit closer. About 3 tenths now instead of 5. Lynx is on lap on the soft tyres as well. So yeah, I think a lot of them are going for the softs, aren't they? This might favour some people on the mediums to get through. Maybe Vai Sheng, or Vai Sheng's going out on the softs as well. He's up in P3. Konal, I think, is looking good on the mediums to get through. Tango's there. Sweet MJP up to 6th. We've just seen Crooksy got the P3, and that's on the soft tyres as well. Oh, he late on the brakes there, and he's spun around where Red Bulls collided, didn't they? Not so long, a couple of years back, Ricciardo and Verstappen. Crooksy gets it back low, and he's looking good to get through. Pot Stuff's going out again. We see Sam on his lap. He went 4 tenths up to P8 in the 139s. Still not sure that's going to be enough for him though. Lynx, Siege, all on their lap. Lynx, Siege and Chaz are all on their laps. Siege is going to be the first one. On the softs again, he crosses the line. Siege up to P4. Good lap there from Siege. He's 5 tenths off from Crooksy though, mind you. And Chaz is going to be next. And Plotters, who's an Alfa Romeo driver, saying he'd happily have Mushroom as a permanent driver at Alpha. And Chaz goes up to P2, just less than 2 tenths off Denzo then. Racing Point looking a lot closer to Denzo. But I wonder if Denzo's holding anything back for Q3. Lynx is going through Sector 2 as well.
Watch Vai Sheng now, he's on the lap.
Well, Vai Sheng, yeah, he's down in P6. He's on the softs. He's mediums. This is unfitted, but he is on the softs now. Yeah, I'm surprised everyone's gone for the softs. Really am. They know more than me. Lynx next across the line. Khan's retired in the pits. He's committing to starting on mediums. So he's in P8. He's definitely in danger down there. Mr. Elite's in the pits. He's going to be out. Lynx is about to cross the line, and what sort of time can he... Oh, he's backed off. He's slow. Not quite sure what he did there. He braked before he came up to the line. It was like he didn't do a lap on mediums, didn't he? So he's only P7 now, Lynx. Goes ahead of Konal still. Not quite sure what he did there. Tango's on a lap. He's got a Renault in front. I think that's... Not quite sure who that is going slow. I think that's Crooksy just getting out of the way. Yes, it is. Tango on his second mile on the mediums then. Let's see what he can do as he crosses the line. He's definitely going to improve. P5. That's a great lap for Tango. Oh, he's on the softs, isn't he? He's on the softs, not on the mediums. Vai Sheng's coming up soon. Sweet MJ. No, that's Siege. Siege doing another lap. Siege comes in the pits. Crooksy's retired. Let's go back to Vai Sheng. Peter. Oh, look at that. He's 4 thousandths off Denzo. 4 thousandths off Denzo. Sean's just going to make the line to start his lap. Good for Sean then. Young Tommy's on a lap. He's on the mediums as well. So he's going to struggle to get through here because so many people have gone for the softs. At the top 9 all on softs. Mr. Elite is out. Sam's not made a checker flag, unfortunately for him, unless he's just come in the pits. Sweet MJP is down on his time, but he's just had a good exit there, so he could improve. And Konal's in big danger in P10, and Sean's on his lap as well, still in sector 1. He needs to find a second and a half to get through. Sweet MJP, actually we're going board with Tommy. He is on the medium, so I don't expect him to get through, but he is half a second up.
Go for it, mate, your reserve. Why not?
Yeah, Vice Sheng, look at that, 4 thousandths off Denzo. I know he set his lap later, as we've just seen. Was that Tank? Who's that? It's just gone up. That was Pot Stuff who went up to P7. Young Tommy's up to 12. He's ahead of. There we go. And we've just seen Tang, Sweet MJP up to 7th. Pot Stuff's in 8th. Sean then. This is to knock out Lynx, his teammate. So Kona, all the cars on the mediums are out. Konal's in 11th. Tommy 12th. Sam 13th. Mr. Elite 14th. So Sean down in 15th at the moment. 1.2 seconds up. He needs to find 1.6 on this lap to knock Lynx out. Needs to find 1.6. Tango's retired. There we go. It is all between the Mercedes. One of them's going to be out. One of them's going to be through. Is it going to be Sean? He's going to come across the line in a couple of seconds. And he doesn't do it. He doesn't even beat Konal. Konal's on the mediums. I'm sure Con will be really happy about that. Starting P11 and he can put on fresh tyres, whatever he wants. Probably mediums. Sean P12. I'm sure he won't be too fussed about that. But yeah, Lynx scrapes through. Yeah, Sweet MJP and Pot Stuff again, they're through. Serious Mushroom saying, where did Becca finish last night? She finished 4th. She got, yeah, P20 to P4 was a brilliant race from her.
Yeah, she was flying in the wets, wasn't she?
Yeah. And she didn't get any walls, hit any walls either.
No.
Confirmation then of who is through and who is out, and yeah, again it's really spread out, isn't it? 3 seconds. Yeah, some of the cars did not want to play that starting on soft strategy, and yeah, these ones here just outside the top 10, I think they'll stick on hards or mediums, and then as the top 10 all pit earlier on, they'll then take the lead of the race if they're not too far back. So different strategies definitely going to be in it. When do you see that in the Premier League? The top 10 all go through on softs. And they're all going to be starting on softs in the race. Very rare you see that.
Yeah, it's the potential of rain in it. You don't know what's going to happen. These boys know. Dan
saying she did hit walls, I just didn't see him. Well, she got to the finish line, which is more than what I can say for myself.
Oh. Jake the Stag got P3, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, yeah. Let's not talk about that.
Cheat code in the game or something.
No, he did. He had a good race, Jake did.
Well done, Jake.
39.8 on mediums, saying Tommy. Yeah, it's a really good lap to get into the 139s on the mediums for Tommy. He's happy with that. First out, is it Rick or Chazza? It's Chazza. He's going to be the first car out on the track. Oh. So yeah, this Racing Point Alfa Romeo battle. Again, it's all on, isn't it? Both Racing Points are through. You've got to watch out for Mushroom further back.
We'll see a 136.9.
No way. Surely not. That's too much to ask for. We can't ask that of them. I think Denzo might have a couple of attempts. I think we might see a 137.2. I think that'll be hopeful.
I wouldn't put it past our Denzo, to be fair. Really wouldn't.
Yeah, both Renaults and both McLarens through, alongside both Racing Points and both Haas drivers as well. So 4 teams have got both cars through, and we've got one of each of the Mercedes and Alfa Romeo with Lynx and Denzo. Yeah, if Sean got through over Denzo, we'd have just five constructors through, but then Denzo's always going to get through, isn't he? There's only one time he's not got pole position. That was when he was disqualified in Monaco. Chaz is going to start his lap, and everyone is out on the track as well. I do think, because they're starting soft, so they use an extra set in a Q2, whereas some of them wouldn't usually. A lot of them are probably on scrub tyres for this first run, so if you see times that aren't quite as quick as you'd expect, that will be why. But Chaz's first one to start his lap.
I'll go with my Denso.
He's next up, isn't he? He's just behind. All really evenly spread out. Oh, has he?
Yeah,
I think he's definitely on those scrubs then, isn't he? I think he's definitely on scrubs, Denso there. But yep, Chazza first, and you can go on board with Lynx. So I definitely want to watch out for him as well. I think he's got more time in the bag than what he's shown so far. Oh, I'll drink. I don't know how they do it on no traction, especially at some of the slow corners.
I've done it in TT. I'm quicker. I can't do it in the wet.
Oh, look how close Chazza's getting the ball, really pushing it to the limits. I just feel so. If I might start again. I have to be so careful that I'm just so much slower when I put traction off. All 10 cars actually on a lap now. Chaz is now coming out of sector 2.
It's just practice, isn't it? It really is.
Yeah, testing the limits, isn't it? Chaz then the race winner in Monaco, wasn't he? He's picked up his form after nearly getting relegated last season. Crosses the line 1:37.5. There we go. So that's only a tenth of the time we saw our time out from Denso in Q2. Lynx is about to cross the line. So 1:38.3. So he's a bit off at the moment from Lynx. Rick Dalton's next.
Definitely the most improved driver in this league, isn't he?
Rick Dalton's up to P2, absolutely, from this season. He's going to be one nominated for that award, surely. Sweet MJP's next across the line. He's up to P4. Then we're going to see Vai Sheng. Interested to see what he can do. He's P2, splits the racing points. Next is going to be the Renault. That's going to be Crooksy. And then Siege is next, getting a slipstream. He's in P6 then. Pot Stuff goes up to P8. Tango's now coming down the straight as well. So Denso is the only one that invalidated. Tango's up to P4. And I think it's Denso on a lap. He might have gone for a second run.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
No, he's not. He's just cut the corner. He's not on another run. So yeah, Denso's the only one not to set a time. And Chazza, after the first run of times, is currently on provisional pole position. But we know we can see quicker times than this. We saw quicker times in Q1.
Yeah, I think you might be right there. I think Denso might do a 1:37.2 or something.
Yeah, I think he's got it in him, but the pressure's on now. He's got to validate the lap on his second run. But a great lap there from Chaz. At the moment, it's Racing Point McLaren, Racing Point McLaren. But the top three, there's less than 2 tenths between them. And there's a gap of 6 tenths between Rick and Tango. And then it's really close between Tango, Lynx and Crooksy. And Siege is a bit further back, and Sweet MJP and Pot Stuff even further back.
Goff said he did do a 1:36.9 in Div 1.
Really?
So
oh wow.
Do it.
Wow. He's got it. He's got even more pace than I expected him. So I was expecting a 1:37.2, but Softail has done a 1:36.9 before. That must have been the perfect lap.
That's incredible.
But, he's coming straight back out the pits, Denso. So I think he might. Oh no, he's not. He's just coming into the pits. But with him only having one lap left now, I wonder if he's gonna. He won't. I don't think he's gonna push it as much. You know, he might be a bit extra careful than he would normally, just to make sure he gets the lap validated. Otherwise, he'll be starting down in 10th, and that's not particularly what you want around here. None traction control, but throttle linearity to +5 or 3 on game makes it easier. Yeah, but I'm not even going to talk about no traction. I can't do it.
No traction on TT, but I just don't. I'm not sure about that racing at the minute. I think I might start doing it next season.
I did 100% on Belgium, didn't I? No traction. I think Belgium was the easiest track to practice no traction. I found that quite easy. Austria, not so bad, but turn 2. When you come out of turn 2, I go fly, and I've seen other drivers do it as well.
It's just a practice. You need to practice it.
It is. That's all it's about. But you got to have the time. You got to have the time to do it. Which is hard, as we see. Yeah, a lot of the cars now are switching on to fresh softs, and then with 4 minutes and a half nearly left in this session, I think we'll see some cars start to come out in a minute or so. Yeah, so far it's Chazza with that 1:37.542, just over a tenth ahead of Wei Sheng. We'll switch to, there we go, gap to the leader.
Mushroom said I did a 1:36.9 and choked on a cornflake. You didn't cut any corners, did you there? By any chance, mate?
I did a 1:36.9 at Austria, not here. There we go, I think they're all on fresh softs now, they've all got them ready.
Yeah, this is it. This
I wonder if anyone's going to come out now and go for 2 laps. I mean, I know some drivers did in Austria, but of course the tyre wear's not so bad there as on a second lap here. We are seeing some, it's a Haas coming out, I think. Who's it going to be? I think they'll be going for 2 runs. The only problem is then the first lap you got a heavier car, it's got more fuel on board, and the second run you got more tyre wear. So, but of course it is, you get 2 goes at it really. They just not maximised on either really. Yeah, Siege is out on the track. No pressure, Denzo is saying Sloth. Yeah, Sloth's put all the pressure on Denzo now.
Oh, Denzo doesn't have any pressure.
Well, yeah, we have said this before. He doesn't know the meaning of the word.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I think Sweet MJP and Pot Stuff, they've definitely got more tyre in the bag. I'm sure they did their first run on scrubs. Yeah, we don't know. Some cars might not want to use softs in the race, so they might be using 2 fresh sets, because of course you get a bonus, you get a 4th set if you get through the Q3. But it's always handy to have some. Say we get a safety car 10 laps before the end and it's not raining yet. You know, it's going to be the softs. It's going to be the softs you want to put on. Yeah, they're all flooding out the pits now. Siege is a lot further in front, so Siege is going to be the one we watch a lap with first. Justin knows a lot about pressure. Every time he gets put under it, he's backwards or on 3 wheels.
Yeah, I bottle it, mate. You said that anyway.
Sloth.
Sloth.
Rain, yeah, rain 45 minutes in the race, saying Co now, yeah.
That's what I said, 45 minutes, yeah.
That's what I say, if there's safety cars, we're probably going to see that rain, aren't we? But sometimes it changes going into the race. Mediums or hard saying, oh yeah, we're saying this earlier, Co now, it was a difficult one. I mean, some drivers might go medium, possibly. And then at the end, obviously put the softs on if it's not raining, or put the inters on. That might be a safe way, doesn't it?
We're saying Sloth. They felt a bit of pressure last night, didn't they? In the old Pro Clubs,
They did, yeah. We have if you don't know, we have a Pro Clubs tournament that we have. Well, we have 2 different teams played against each other last night. One team was better than the other. Let's just say that. Anyway, Siege is on his lap. He's in sector 2. Puts the pressure on us tonight, doesn't it? Now going through Castle, he's got Denzo in front of him, so I'm sure Denzo's going to get out of his way. Takes that really nicely through there, Siege. Yeah, Denzo's on a really quick out lap. He wants to warm those tyres up so he doesn't invalidate early on the lap again, I presume. Oh, he's gone a bit wide there. I think he's avoided the wall. He has avoided the wall. Yeah, there we go. He's still got his end plate on. Yeah, if you start on the hards here, it's probably hard soft then until the rain, if the rain comes. But all depends if there's a safety car early in the race, how it's going to go if we get the rain. Yeah, Siege about a second off, just over a second off. Chazza at the moment, who's in P1. I'm sure he's going to improve here. He might have another run at it as well, Siege. He crosses the line, he's up to P4, he gains 3 tenths, and he's slowed down as well. So that is Siege done. Siege is not going to be setting another lap. All eyes on Denzo then. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to this. It always is a good race usually, but yeah, picked it all up. Got to watch Denzo here. He can't afford any mistakes. He locks up, but he's okay. He gets away with that. We've got to watch the Renault low. Crooksy, he's a 10th up. So it's only a 10th, but it's less than a 10th. Oh, looks like he's weaving there. Oh, he's slowed down. I don't know if he's run out of fuel or made a mistake there, but Crooksy's now coming to the pits and he's not going to improve his time, unfortunately. It looked like he's going to go up to P4. Next he's going to be Lynx. What can Lynx do? He's 2.5 tenths up Lynx. He's looking good for at least P4. Lynx crosses the line and he is P4, gains 2 tenths. Next is going to be the McLaren of Tango. Tango, he's up. He takes that P4 from Lynx. Next is going to be the Racing Point. Chaz is invalidated. But Rick Dalton goes up to P1 for 1:37.1. That's a cracking time from him. Sweet MJP's 8th. Pot Stuff's going to be next because Chaz is invalidated. We've still got Vice Sheng there as well. Pot Stuff crosses the line. He's up to P8. Vice Sheng's invalidated. Denzo, here he comes in. Last car to set a lap. He needs to be a 1:37.1. Can he do it? DRS is open. It's a race to the line now. Flat out. Denzo crosses the line. He does a 1:36.8. He's done a 1:36.8. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. I can't
Pressure.
deal with this.
What pressure. Unbelievable. That is an absolutely cracking out. He did a 1:36 line we heard from Sloth and I thought he's not going to do that. He didn't do it. He did a 1:36.8. That's absolutely incredible. Under pressure. And he takes it from, I've got to say, Rick Dalton. Didn't expect him to be that quick at the end as well. And such a shame for Chaz, who invalidated. Vice Sheng invalidated as well. So I'm sure they'd have been, sure Chaz and Vice Sheng would have been a bit closer if it weren't for them invalidating. Yeah, Tango's going to start 5th. And yeah, it's close between the rest of the pack. So Tango will be happy with that. Lynx in 6th. Siege 7th. Crooksy and Pot Stuff in the Renault 8th and 9th. And then Sweet MJP in 10th. Yeah, shame. I don't know what happened to Crooks at the end. It looked like he was up. But yeah, if he'd have set that lap, I think he would have been ahead. Siege. It's just crazy.
Incredible.
This lad is an alien. Same vintage, absolutely. Wow, same feel. Yeah, I don't think anyone can get over it. Equas, fire emojis. Absolutely on fire, Denzo there. It's all about the race, though, isn't it? I mean, one mistake round here and that can be gone. Who was it last night? I think Adam just clipped the wall and that was his wheel gone. You know, there's so many places around here. One lapse in concentration, that could be the end of your race. Oh, I'm looking forward to this one. It's going to be a cracking race.
I can feel it. It's going to be a great midfield battle as well because they're all quite close, aren't they?
They are.
But there's different strategies as well in there, so...
I'll say Conan in 11th. I'd want to see what he does. Medium. It's going to be mediums or hards, and of course, if he can hang on to the top 10, he's looking great. Of course, he's got 2 podiums this season already. He's one of those drivers in the midfield. Conan, one of many of them, is double figures, but Conan's picked up 2 podiums, so he's one of them looking to charge towards the top. He's in a good position. And of course, got Dan Murphy starting right at the back. He's on mediums. Let's have a look. What tyres is everyone on? Right, top 10 as we know on softs. Right, mediums for Sean and Tommy in 12th and 13th, and Jay Story and Dan Murphy, the bottom 2. Marsky's on softs in 18th. Hards for Conal, Sam, Mr. Elite, Mushroom, and Sully. They're all starting on hards. So 5 on hards, 4 on mediums, 11 on softs. Marsky's going to look to charge through the field then, early on. Of course, Marsky, Jay Story, they're 2 that are looking for as many points as possible. As are Pot Stuff and Sweet MJP. They're all fighting towards the bottom at the moment. Sam Swift is 2, he's in 14th. Oh, Denzo must have left the session because he's just joined back. Yeah, his car's ghosting. Hopefully he can get back and control that car for the start of the race. It's rare it happens to him. Let's just check everyone else's. Okay. Crooksy's just in AI. Yeah, it's just Denzo that's out of the session by the looks of it. Oh, he's back now at least. Yeah, his car is still ghosting, so it might not let him.
That's the only time he's panicked, isn't it?
It might not let him take control until the formation lap and ends. Yeah, Weisheng looking for retribution from last night. Of course, he's only 8th in the championship, which I'm sure he was disappointed about. But qualifying up in 4th.
People starting on the hards, big brain, yeah.
Mm.
Connor, that Jamie Connell's got a great chance. Well,
yeah, it just depends what goes on in the race. If there's safety cars early on, then they might be able to drag these hards out until the rain. If there's safety cars, that could be a big call. Of course, it's not easy to overtake here, apart from the straight. I mean, the straight is one of the biggest overtaking opportunities on the whole Formula 1 calendar. But the sector 2 and sector 3, and Denzo's left a session again.
oh no.
He needs to get back in. I'll quickly get him another invite. He should have a few anyway. As the car's now forming up on the grid, we get him another invite. Come on, Denzo, where is he? Yeah, he's just kicking from. He has joined back, but he's got another spare invite at least. Let's go, Sully, saying time splitter. Denzo's gonna have cold tyres.
Cold tyres.
He could have no tyres. I think he'd find a way of doing it. There we go, and I think we're all.
Here we go, boys and girls. Delay on the lights. Yeah, we've got 5 lights, nothing. Oh, Denzo's gone.
Denzo's obviously going to have to slow down. We've got revs. The car's now revving up. There we go. Then we've got lights out. And away we go. Rick Dalton and Chazza. And Chazza gets a poor start. Weisheng's going down the inside. The McLaren's both behind them. Weisheng still looking at Chazza. Then we've got a good, clean start into turn 1. We've got a Renault there. Crooksy's going up the inside. And avoids. Oh, there's contact with the Renault. And Potstuff's fallen down. He's gone into the wall.
Wing damage.
He has got some wing damage, so at least Denzo, he's back in control of his car. There we go, and he is now slowing down so the rest of the pack can catch up. Brilliant there. Potstuff there fighting Mr. Elite. I'm not sure if Mr. Elite's got damage, but Potstuff definitely has. Marsley getting overtaken by Dan Murphy. Sully's down in 18th, and he outbrakes himself, Sully, and he manages to turn just in time. Jay Story gets ahead of Sully, and Serious Mushroom drops to the back. I think he might have done that deliberately, just to avoid damage. Yeah, Denzo back in his car, absolutely did the right thing there, slowing down and going to the back. Oh, did he just hit the wall, or was that a glitch?
I think it might have been a glitch.
He's got, no, it's not a glitch,
no,
he's got damage. Denzo's got damage, and Crooksy's gone. Crooksy's lost it in the castle section.
Yeah, that was it.
He's got to wait to turn that car out. Safety car, we've got a safety car for it. He's reversing his car and he's getting it back. There we go, he's got no front wing. But Denzo is, I think he's going to have to pit. He did get wing damage, yeah, but those cold tyres might have affected him. And he's going to drop right to the back. Konow's up into 8th. Crooksy's just retired the car, he's crashed. Crooksy's crashed.
Wheel, did he?
Yeah, he did. He must have done 'cause his car stopped on the track. He had no front wing, he was obviously trying to get back to the pits too quickly, but both Renaults involved in incidents early on. Denzo comes into the pits then. Is anyone else going to go? Chaz is coming into the pits. Weisheng is, so Tango can't come in the pits, otherwise they'll be double stacked. Yeah, a lot of these soft runners are now coming. There we go, look at Ko now, 3rd. There we go. This has worked well for him.
That's what I mean, yeah. Safety car come out first couple of laps.
Sweet MJP's 4th, Young Tommy's 5th, Sean 6th, Sam 7th, Mr. Elite in 8th, Dan in 9th, Marv 10th, Jay Story 11th, Sully 12th, Mushroom 13th. Chazza's going to come out in front of the rest. Yeah, so Chazza and Weisheng have got ahead of Denzo because he had to change his wing, and he's put more softs on Denzo. Interesting strategy from him there. Links in 17th, Siege in 18th, Potstuff's coming to change his wing, he's gone to the mediums as well, so both Renaults who are in the top 10 starting, they're both down the bottom now, and it does look like we'll probably get some rain then towards the end. As Jake the Slayer is happy because Konow's his fantasy pick as well. Alright, I'll leave it with you for a minute, let's quickly go and get me drink.
Let's go, yeah, it's a safe Jay Story there at P11. I know a couple of drivers have come in, but let's hope he can keep it there. I think Jay Story can get a point or two here. No doubt. He's got the consistency. Darius Mushroom 13th. He's on the hards. He's got great advantage there, I reckon. Chazza 14th. Sheng 15th. See what Denzo can do on the softs. He's going to fly through there. I should imagine the safety car will go through one more lap.
Right, I'm back. Oh, weren't prepared very well. Didn't get a second drink ready.
What are you drinking?
Water.
You're not on the water. you want no shandies again, aren't you?
Yeah, getting drunk off anything else, that's it, my head goes.
Yeah, I reckon you probably will.
Oh, I think it was Ericsson saying, Adam, not quite sure what he means there, but Dylan saying, come on, oh, Tango's in the pits. And yeah, Tango, he's going to the hards. And I think I was going to the hards just because obviously that might get him to the end. Still got a safety car out, but he couldn't pit. He couldn't pit the lap before because he'd have been double stacked with Wei Sheng. And Lynx now comes into pits and he's changing his wing, putting more mediums on. He must have had an instant. No one's got a 5-second penalty, so I think he might have just hit the wall and did a Grosjean. Of course, Grosjean crashed under the safety car, weaving to get temperature in his tyres, didn't he? A good few years ago. And I should think the safety car will be in this lap. A lot of people got damaged saying Formula Moments. Yeah, so a real mixed-up order now.
Yeah, it's going to be a cracker, like
Most of the top 10 are now in the bottom 10 because they've all pitted, starting on softs. And Marsky's really gained out of this as well, up to P9. Jay Story 10th, Dan Murphy 8th.
Remember in Monaco that he had wing damage.
He did, yeah. He retired, didn't he? He did, yeah. Yeah, this is not quite as bad as Monaco, I'd say, but Rick Dalton leads the race, and I think he might be able to put away here because he's got comms behind him on the hards. And sweet MJP then behind on the softs. He'll be trying to challenge to get past.
Hold on, JB, he needs a great start. I know he's on the hards, but
I think Rick's made a really good decision here, staying out. Oh, Crooksy's left the session. He's out of the race. Still not a safety car in this lap. Normally comes up about now. There we go. Safety car is coming in this lap.
Here we go.
This is a great chance for Rick to extend and pull away. Yeah, I think Tango and Siege putting the hards on. That is until the rain comes, by the looks of it. Oh, they're getting really close. They're really, really getting close. Be careful not to make contact. Rick's really weaving, isn't he? How long is he going to leave it? Oh, he's nearly flying into the wall, Rick.
It's a long straight, innit? You don't want to.
He's gone.
Too early.
Look at that. That's a great restart from Rick. He's just got more grip on those soft tyres, isn't he? Co now manages to stay in a slipstream then.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a really close. Young Tommy on sweet MJP. Look how close he is. A rubbish camera view. He's got a great slipstream there. He's going to go for a move on the outside. I don't think he's quite close enough. No one else really that close, but Weisheng's got past Shazza. Is that before the safety car line? I think it might have been. And they're side by side, and Denzo's there too, and he nearly makes contact with Weisheng. Denzo and Chaz are there close together. Denzo's lagging, isn't he? He's really lagging. Side by side with Chazza though. He's on the soft, so Denzo, and he pulls in front and gets ahead of Chazza. Weisheng's in front. Weisheng putting serious mushroom under pressure, late on the brakes, goes down the inside, and he gets the place. Good move there from Weisheng, really nice and clean. And we said Rick Dalton might be able to pull away, and look at this already. 1.9 between them. And Denzo's diving down the inside of his teammate. Oh, he's gone for it.
This is what I mean.
And there we go, he does get past his teammate in the end. Mushroom's not going to let him pass that easily. They are teammates, but if Mushroom moved out of the way there, he'd have lost more places himself. And Denzo's really flying for the
Denzo,
order.
he's hit at the
Oh,
back. Oh!
oh, and Sully's out and Mushroom's out.
Yeah. I think Denzo hit him up the arm.
I saw it, yeah, I saw it. Safety car again. And Denzo, has he got more wing damage?
I don't know.
He hasn't. But yeah, I did see, I think Denzo hit into Serious Mushroom. Hit into, not quite sure who he hit into actually, but hit into someone. It might have just been Sully. Pushed him into the castle, and Serious Mushroom following up. His wheel went as well. The car didn't go straight away, as Theo found out yesterday. Yeah, Mushroom did vote to reserve championship as well. We didn't have the space, but yeah, Mushroom will be gutted with that, and he has left the session. And I'm sure next time there's a seat available in the championship to reserve, that will be Mushroom's. And now this changes things again, because cars coming to the pits again. Denzo's in the pits again as well. I wonder if he's going to get off those. He might have minor wing damage that we can't see.
Look at this, young Tommy's in second.
Denzo's retired.
He's retired?
He's retired in the pits.
Under the safety car?
Not quite sure why he's done that. I think he might be a bit guilty about that incident he's just been involved in by the looks of it.
Could be.
Because it has taken 2 cars out as he was late on the brakes, but Denzo's out of the race, and that's -2 points as well from only 16 cars left. Again, we said last season this was one of the biggest tracks for DNFs. They've already got 4 DNFs, and both the Alfa Romeos are out as well.
Look at young Tommy, he's in second.
And look at it, everyone's on the hards or mediums now.
Go on, son.
What an opportunity for someone different to win this race.
That is indeed, yeah.
And yeah, Connie's in P1.
Young Tommy can take the lead here if he gets a great start after the safety car. Especially with Connell JB on the old hards.
Yeah. Yeah, so Denzo's saying he was glitching everywhere, and that's why he's retired. That's what he's been saying in his Discord. And we did see as well, he was lagging everywhere. I don't know if that affected him, and that might have been, don't know if that's what caused that collision which took the other 2 out. And Mushroom saying not mad at the crash, Denzo, and yeah, jumping everywhere. And yeah, Denzo has just said he has been lagging everywhere, and yeah, Denzo's not usually having connection problems. It's usually on Reddy's internet, but it's kicked him out of the session a couple of times as well, didn't it? On the formation lap.
Jay Story in P7.
Jay Story 7. We're gonna get rain. We're definitely gonna. If the weather forecast was right, what people were telling us, 45 minutes till the rain, we're definitely gonna see that rain with these 2 early safety cars.
This mixed it up big time. Loving this.
Yeah, time splitter saying, yeah, Denzo saying he was horrendously lagging. Yeah, and he's apologising to Sully as well. And yeah, Sully.
On the stream. I didn't see it on that who was lagging, but.
And yeah, Sully did say it wasn't his fault. But yeah, no, it looked like there was minor contact. Or Jay Story's coming to pits. Surprised at that. He was running really well.
Is he going to go for the hards?
Maybe, yeah, he's going to go hards. And because the cars on the mediums up front, I think they might have to pit. Young Tommy, Sean, and Dan Murphy.
That's a good call.
I think it is. Yeah, and Siege has done the same thing. He's putting the hards on, fresh hards on now. Tango's left the session. Hopefully get back in. But yeah, Dan Murphy, Sean, and Young Tommy, them good positions. But I think they're going to have to pit. Whereas everyone else, I'm not sure they will if they're on the hards or fresh mediums. But this is as gutting it is to see Denzo out. It's unfortunate with that lagging. This really does open up an opportunity to see someone else win. Let's have a look. I think Denzo's won, was it 8 races he's won this season?
How many races have we had?
Denzo's won 7. And then no, I think he has won 8 actually. And Rick's won 1, Chaz has won 1, German's won 1. There we go. So yeah, Rick and Chaz are both the racing points, the only 2 cars on the track to have won a race this season. And they're currently running 7th and 13th. So Rick's in the better place at the moment. They're both on fresh hards. The way the pitting under the safety cars worked out has helped Rick by quite a bit, especially after he managed to pull away for a little bit. But safety car's going to come in.
I told you, Connell JB, that on the hards, he can go the distance.
Yeah, Pete on the hards been a fantastic.
Rain,
position, saying Dylan, absolutely. They are. Particularly Rick, sweet MJP in 8th. He's really looking good. I said his safety car's in his laps, done at the same place again. But there's so long to go still in this race, not even at the quarter distance way. And we've got rain coming as well. But yeah, the reigning champion and the Premier League leader is out of the race. There we go. We see all the cars weave and they get temperature on their tyres. When's Kono going to go? He got done, didn't he, by Rick last time on the safety car restart. Is he going to learn from that and try and sell him himself? Or there's contact with young Tommy. He's got a bit eager there, Tommy. And they've both got penalties. And what's happened at the back? They need to be patient. And young Tommy has got a penalty for that with Kono, but he's gone now. Got to be more patient. Sean's in 3rd and Sam Swift in 4th. And it's close between the Haas and the Racing Point. Sweet MJP and Rick. Rick is on the outside. They make contact and Rick just about keeps it together. Tango's lost positions. I'm not sure if he's out the session or not. As we're about to see Sweet MJP down inside of Marv. And Marv gets... Did Marv make that move? That's an incredible move from Marv. So look out in front though. Mr. Elite. Not even mentioned Mr. Elite. He's in P5 with Sam in 4th. He's going to go down the inside. He backs out of it. Sensible move. Vaisheng in 9th. He gets past Sweet MJP as well. Vaisheng's looking incredible. Jay Story's getting past Tango. He's out of the session. I think he's still got plenty of invites. You could send him a couple more spare. That would be good. Siege getting past Jay Story as well for P14. So he's gained 2 places. But yeah, I don't think Tommy's got wing damage. It was just a minor collision between them. But yeah, looks like one that'll get removed at the end. Yeah, Denzer has now left the session. Shame to see Denzer out of the race, of course, but we've still got a fantastic battle on our hands here. Kono leads, young Tommy 2nd, Sean in 3rd. And yeah, those penalties for the top 2 will be removed, and yeah, all the timings are gone. That means Tango's back in his car. There we go. He's not fallen too far back. That's good to see. Vaisheng on Marvski. Oh, he's done it. Good move there. Really risky to go for a move in there. Maybe Marvski's going to be saving his tyres. It's definitely not as sunny as it was at the beginning of the race. We can see clouds start to come over now, and I just wonder when that rain is going to come. How close is it? It's definitely getting cloudier. Tango's back in his car, and he's back past Jay Story as well. Jay Story knows what he's got to do. Who?
Young Tommy takes the lead.
No, he doesn't. He's still not in P1. Kono sticks it around the outside and keeps P1. Yeah, you were. Oh, here we go. He's going again. Oh no, he's not miles back. But he's got a good chance here though. He's got the ERS activated. He's got more grip on these medium tyres. He's going to pull to the outside. Oh no, he's not. It's not quite on there. Kono knows what he's doing. And the longer this goes on, the better the hard tyres are going to be, and the more the mediums are going to run off. It's getting cloudy by the lap. I only see bits of sun now on the track. And yeah, young Tommy, Sean, Dan, he needs to be careful because these mediums might not make the rain. Might not make it until it starts raining. So you've got to be careful. We've got no 3-second penalties yet. It is just these 2 5-second penalties for Kono and young Tommy, which if served in the pits, not under safety car, will be removed. Well, we have a look at every single one individually when it comes to 5-second penalties, because if there's a safety car right at the end and it brings them together, removing them might put them 1 and 2, which they are at the moment, but it just depends on how fair it's going to be. What's that, sorry?
Gonna watch a front 2 of them in a Jake, see what they do.
I'm watching them now. I'm watching them all that. Yeah, Mr. Elite is 1.4 back for Sam. That's a bit of a train. And Marvsy's 1.3 back from Vaisheng. So Mr. Elite's going to be under big pressure. Kono's going to be under big pressure too. I'm not sure is DRS enabled yet. Or is that next lap? I think it's going to be next lap, isn't it? But here we go then. Kono's going to move to the left-hand side. I think Tommy's got... He might run out of hers though.
No.
He's run out of hers. Mr. Elite's getting... Sam's in the pits. Sam's in the pits. Tommy goes on the outside.
Tommy.
Has he done it?
He's done it.
Young Tommy takes the lead of the Premier League race in Azerbaijan. Kono gets DRS though, and of course he is on the hards. He wants that place back. He's quick here. Kono, look at the pace of Kono. He's going to get him back. Kono gets the place back. Brilliant racing from these two. Tommy tucks back in. Sean behind's doing really well. Probably just saving up his tyres, saving up his ERS, and at the same time pulling away from Mr. Elite. Mr. Elite, who's in a battle himself at the moment, holding up Dan and Rick and Vice Sheng. And then Marcy's holding up the cars behind as well. So Chazza stuck at the moment, a bit further back. He'll really be wanting to chase up to at least his teammate Rick Dalton. Sam's been in the pits for fresh mediums. I don't know if he had to have a wing change. I can't see why else he would have pitted. It's a shame for Sam now down in P16.
Wait for those mediums to just drop off soon.
Yeah. 8 laps at the moment. And you think hard medium round is... Oh, I'd say 15 laps and these mediums are really going to start to struggle, but of course we've done 3 laps at least under the safety car, so it won't be as bad. But it looks like Tommy's going to be getting him here. See, the DRS is powerful. Sean's going to have that DRS as well. This battle, Mr. Elite's caught up a little bit as well. Mr. Elite running incredibly well. Not mentioned him too much, but he's an elite showing from him so far. Young Tommy then, DRS is open, goes down the inside, and he gets the move done. Conal's going to go for a switchback. He can't make it. Rick Dalton on the inside then of Dan Murphy, and he does get the move done. Vice Sheng's now challenging Dan 2 as Chazza gets past Sweet MJP down to turn 1. Vice Sheng's having to tuck back in. Conal then, I think he's too far back this time. Yes, he's too far back. Sweet MJP getting passed by Pot Stuff. I don't know if Pot Stuff hit the wall. Vice Sheng on Dan, goes down the inside. Dan Murphy's going to fight it round the outside, and he's just not got the grip on those tyres as the Vice Sheng gets through. Tango's getting past Siege for P13. I think they might have made contact. They might have made contact. I saw a car ghost there, but Tango's still got all of his front wing. And Tango's left the session. That's probably why he's ghosting. Did you get him some more? Oh, Rick Dalton on Mr. Elite. Oh, I'm not sure if Mr. Elite made a mistake there, but he's been overtaken by Rick at a strange place, and he goes back into the back of Rick. Luckily, Rick survives it. One place you don't want to go in the back of him is going to Castle, and he avoids that. Tommy's over a second clear of Conal. Look at that. He'll want to get back into that DRS, so I'm sure he's going to be pushing now. Jay Story's left the session as well. Get him another couple of invites. And Sean's going to be putting Conal under pressure. These mediums are still looking really good. Vice Sheng on Mr. Elite as well. He's going to get a better entry onto the straight here as well. Oh, he's going to be really, really close. It's not a place to go side by side, is it? Well, Tango's name's just disappeared. Oh, there we go. He's back in a session. Is Mr. Elite going to have DRS on Rick in front? No, he's not. So I think it's going to be... Oh, Link's getting past Dan Murphy before the DRS. Dan Murphy's got DRS himself. Young Tommy sets the fastest lap of the race. Would you look at that? Incredible from him. And Vice Sheng on Mr. Elite goes down the inside. Oh, that's an aggressive move, but he gets it done. Chazza sets fastest lap. Mr. Elite under pressure now from Lynx, who did stick the move on Dan Murphy. But Mr. Elite's now got DRS himself from the car. Vice Sheng in front. Young Tommy not really pulling away though from Conal. I think those medium tyres are starting to go. And look how dark it's getting. I can't see any sun now. I think we're definitely gonna see some rain. I think it might just be a case of sticking on some inters to the end whenever it comes. Jay Story's joined back.
Chazza and Marsky fighting now.
Let's have a look at them then. This battle for P9. Marcy's done a stellar job so far. Can't believe how quickly it's got in space of a few laps. How dark it's got in space of a few laps. Can't see the intervals at the moment because of... Oh, look how close Chazza's getting to Marv and the wall. Such fine margins through there. He's getting a great exit there though. I think he's going to... Oh no, he's not Marv, so he's going to pull away. We've seen cars make moves here earlier already. Is he going to go for it? He's not. He's backed out of it. Oh, Marvsky's had a poor entry there. Chaz is going to go for it. He's got to go for it.
They got wing damage.
He gets the move done. Who's got wing damage?
I just see a bit of carbon fibre flying off.
Where from?
I don't know who it was.
Where on the track was it? What car?
Between Chazza and Marsky.
I've not seen any. Might have been Dan Murphy's in front. I can't see any wing damage. Sean's getting passed by Rick Dalton. Rick Dalton's up into P3. Lynx gets past Mr. Elite for P6. Rick Dalton now looking really good. And Chaz is getting past Marvsky down the inside. Marvsky's fighting it on the outside. He's fought that really well. And Chaz just about gets his car in front so we can get pulled back in. So he gets a better exit. And yeah, Konal might be under pressure from Rick Dalton now. Sam's it's the fastest lap. Catching back up. Let's have a look. Is Marv going to do it? Is he going to fight it on the outside? He sticks it on the outside. Fair play to them. Great battle. Siege gets on the outside of Potstuff. I think that was a move made. And Potstuff's going to fight it, but he has to concede that position. And some great racing we've had. Unfortunately, Tango's out of the session again. It's really playing him up at the moment. Okay, now 1.5 behind young Tommy. Yeah, maybe his tyres aren't quite gone yet for Tommy.
Rick Dalton right on.
He is. Look how close he is on board with Sean now. Still no 3-second penalties yet. Mr. Elite and Konal both in Formula Moments picks. I can't remember who I put in my fantasy team picks. And we see, oh look how close Vice Sheng.
Well.
Yeah, he's so close to Sean. Back of Sean. Oh, Sean slower. Tango's back. We've got to watch out here. Rick on Konal, and then Vice Sheng on Sean. Again, there's no DRS for the cars at the front to be fighting from. So I think both of these moves are going to be made. Oh, Sean's lost it, and Vice Sheng's lost an end plate. Sean was sliding there across the straight. Vice Sheng has got wing damage from it. Rick gets past Konal easily. And Vice Sheng, he's going to have to come into the pits as well. Could he not stick that out just for another lap or two until the rain comes? But Vice Sheng's had to come into the pits. It is Mr. Elite then on the outside with Dan Murphy. Dan Murphy doesn't get as much grip, and I think Mr. Elite's going to keep it. Dan Murphy is going to have the DRS, so Mr. Elite's wide. Chaz is catching up to both of them. Mr. Elite's going to be side by side, isn't he? As Jay Stories gets Sam's in the pits again. Dan Murphy gets past Mr. Elite. Chazza wants some of this as well. Chazza goes to the inside. He's got to watch the back of Dan. They make contact, and Dan's into the wall. I think he avoided wing damage, and Chazza does back off there as well. He knew he hit the back of Dan, and Sean and Lynx are fighting. I think Sean has just let his teammate through. He knows Lynx on the fresher tyres is quicker, and Lynx can close up to the drivers at the front as well. And young Tommy, he's being caught a bit now, I think. I can't see the intervals, but it looks like...
Look at this train.
I don't know if he's got damage, young Tommy. He's not got damage, but Rick... Oh, Rick got past... Yeah, Rick got past Konal, so that's why. Obviously, the gaps are closing up. And Konal is falling slightly back. They are. Was that a spot? Was that rain? No, that's my eyes. Just my eyes, don't worry. Bit premature there. Thought I saw a drop of rain. Mercedes looking really good. Alpha Tauri looking really good as well. Chaz on the back of Dan Murphy too. He's going to be well. Racing Point, Alpha Tauri and Mercedes in the top 7. All 6 of them. And there's just a Williams in P1, a young Tommy.
Marvsky after Mr. Elite here. Look, is he going to get him on the
These
straight?
Mediums are still quicker, aren't they? He's looking good, Marvsky. Rick Dalton fastest lap. Catching up to young Tommy. He's not going to get him here.
He's got plenty of BRS.
He has, hasn't he? Mr. Elite's not using his. And there we go. Marvsky goes to the inside and he gets the place done. Is Mr. Elite going to fight on the outside? Just not got the grip on those hards. And Marvsky has. Chazza and Dan Murphy. Round 2. Oh, Dan's turned in early and Chaz has spun around there. Chazza now facing the wrong way. He's going to have to... And is that right? I keep saying I think I see rain, but Chaz is now facing the wrong way. He hasn't got damage. Oh, he's got to quickly get that car turned around. Goshen is on a course, but it's a difficult place to do it. There we go. Chaz is turning it around. He's lost a lot of time there, though. Young Tommy, 4 attempts, and that is definitely rain. That is definitely rain. Yeah, not sure about that with Dan and Chazza. We'll obviously have a look at that after. But side by side. And now, I'm sure it's too early. This is where you show your talent, because it's too early to pit for Yinters now. You're going to have to do at least another lap. You've got to survive a damp track on dry tyres. This is going to be a challenge. Everyone on really warm tyres as well. Apart from Vice Sheng, who's further down on fresh softs. Now it's raining. Yeah, I swear I saw a spot, same falling moments. They've got to be careful on the straight here. And I think Young Tommy's going to be the big pressure here from Rick Dalton.
Yeah, I think he's going to get done there. Keep going, young Tommy, mate. Just don't worry about that.
Chaz is getting back past Jay Story, but there we go. Rick Dalton goes to the inside and takes P1 from Young Tommy. Young Tommy, he's going to try and fight it on the outside. He's done it really well, Young Tommy. How's he done that? And he's going to have the DRS here as well. He's going to get a better exit. Oh, they make contact. They make contact. Rick was still on the brakes, and Tommy's going to go for it back.
He's going to get it back.
Rick's using his ERS. Look, it's a drag race. Young Tommy's fighting it. He's going to be on the inside. Rick's fighting it on the outside. Young Tommy takes the place back. Incredible battle between these two. Well done, Young Tommy. He's really going for it, isn't he? Again, I don't think he got wing damage from hitting the back of Rick. And this is going to let the cars behind Konal and Lynx catch back up to this. Now the medium tyres probably will be better at this stage because they've got more grip. Get in there, Tommy, saying, Plotters.
He's living the dream at the minute, this young Tommy, isn't he?
He is, absolutely. And yeah, Rick now 8 tenths behind as well. He's definitely struggling a bit more on these harder tyres. He might even be out of DRS range. Is anyone going to pit this time? We've got a yellow flag, and that's for Chazza. Well, he's got big wing damage this time, and he's struggling with no traction now, especially after already having a spin. And Siege getting past Mr. Elite. Mr. Elite's lost it in the castle. There, but he's got no front wing at all, Mr. Elite. Marvsky's getting passed by Siege now as well. So Chazza and Mr. Elite both struggling. Oh, Marvsky's got no wing. Marvsky, Mr. Elite, and Chazza, they've. This is what I said. This is going to be the stage of the race, which is the hardest part on the dry tyres when it's damp, when it starts raining. And 3 cars have lost their wings, and they're staying out. Rick Dalton, Young Tommy and Rick. Is Konal staying out? Konal is staying out, but he's getting passed by Lynx. Lynx is flying along. Lynx absolutely flying up to P3. Sean and Dan Murphy staying out. Yellow flag for Marvsky, who's still going slow. Such a shame. He's going to have to come in and put inters on. Tango's catching up to Vai Sheng, his teammate. And he's coming into pits. Yeah, this is the thing, because there's so many cars that the teammates are close to each other. They'll both end up coming to the pits on the same lap, won't they? As Jay Story's getting past. Because if it's DRS enabled this lap, they're all going to have to double stack, the Mercedes and the Alpha Tauri. So Sean and Dan Murphy could be in trouble here. There's a yellow, and Chaz is out of the race. Chaz has crashed at the end of Sector 2. Just past where Crooksy crashed out. And there we go, and this is going to help the cars that haven't pitted, because they're just going to get pit for inters now. No safety car, though. No safety car by the looks of it, unless it comes out very late. Tango unfortunately left the session again, but cars are in the pits. Not even a VSC, so they don't even get a cheap pit stop. And Tommy nearly lost it. Oh, I'm sure they're going to have to pit.
Do not lose it.
He's definitely starting to struggle. They all are. Tango's in the pits. Yeah, I think it's definitely time for these inters.
Yeah.
Try and avoid getting wing damage, and he don't have to change it. And Tango's been disqualified. I thought, oh, it's done this before, isn't it? I don't even think. Oh, Rick's gone wide. I don't even think his car was stopped on the track. It's just because he's been out. He weren't even in the session, I don't think. Who's got more bottle? Oh, Rick's gone so quick through there, and Rick is going to get Young Tommy. Here you go, Tango's drawing back to find out his car's going to get disqualified. Rick Dalton takes the lead of the race. Who's coming in? Who's coming in? They're both coming in. They're both coming in. Is Lynx going to come in? Lynx comes in. Konal comes in as well. Sean a bit further back. I wonder if they're going to double stack. They should be okay to double stack. Yeah, they go really slow coming to the pits. Of course, Tommy, I think he's going to have to serve that 5-second penalty, and so's Konal. DRS is now disabled, so it's the perfect time to do it. Perfect time to come in. Is Siege staying out? Siege is staying out. So Rick Dalton comes out the pits to lead this race. Siege is struggling still on the hard tyres. I'm not too sure why he stayed out, but he's trying something different. Fair play to him. And we've got a yellow flag. I think that's for Jay Story. Has he got damage? I don't think he has. I think he's okay. Sweet, MJP and pot stuff. Here we go. Here's the rush. And it's going to be inters to the end. Love these conditions. Absolutely. Box, box, box. Saying vintage. Don't know what the yellow flag's for. There's no cars in that part of the track. But Rick Dalton, he looks like the favourite for this race at this stage, doesn't he?
I think so, yeah. I think Young Tommy's on for a podium here, mate. I don't want to...
And Lynx gets past Siege. There we go. And Siege really struggling on these hards. He's hoping for a safety car, isn't he? Young Tommy is looking good. Don't forget, he's got 5 seconds to be removed as it stands. Oh, and Siege is just, yeah, he can't do it on these tyres. He's struggling, isn't he? Young Tommy gets past him. He stayed out a lap too late, isn't he? But he's tried something different. We always appreciate that. That's good to see, something different. Sweet, MJP and Potstuff both running the points. Marvsky, Mr. Elite just outside. Yeah, that's nice to see Siege just moving out of the way and not fighting to try, because that could easily swing onto the track in the way of him. I'm sure he's going to come in the pits, and he's still definitely points up for grabs here.
Race so far.
This has been incredible. Sam and Jay Story are quite far back. So at the moment, yeah, we've got Red Bulls and Ferraris both out. They're the 4 cars outside the points, so they're all struggling. Yeah, 6 DNF so far. Chazza and Denzo are the most recent 2. We saw Chazza involved in an incident with Dan Murphy. Oh, and they're getting really close there. Vice Sheng on the back of Sean. Sean's running 6th, doing an incredible job. It will soon be 5th once Siege comes into the pits, which I presume he will very, very soon. Saved up a lot of VRS as well as Sean. There we go, he gets past Siege. Vice Sheng's going to get past Siege, and he's going to get past Sean, is he? And we get yellow flag in Sector 1 again, I don't know what for. He does get past Sean, he's on the outside. Sean's going to fight it on the inside though, and Vice Sheng doesn't leave enough room, and he cuts across. And oh, we got a VSC. Marvsky's got a severe collision with Mr. Elite. And Tango's disqualified car is still driving around the track. What on earth? It's a VSC. Siege is in the pit. Yeah, Siege has got a cheaper pit stop there. So and Mr. Elite's got a 5-second penalty speed in the pit lane. He had a collision with Marvsky. Again, it's a safety car collision that we see again. And they've both got a penalty flat, and they're both going to drop out the points. So yeah, the Red Bull and the Ferrari, they're the 4 cars outside the points. And they're quite a way off the points too, so it's going to take a mistake or a crash from anyone in the top 10. We know it's easily done around here.
Oh, sorry, I'm back.
Didn't even know you went, to be honest. Sam is in the pits again. So Rick leads. Still got this VSC at the moment. There we go. Green flag again. 9 laps left.
Tommy is catching things.
He's 3.1 behind. Don't forget he's got 5 seconds to be removed as well, young Tommy. So as it stands, he is in P2. If there's a safety car late on, then that might not be removed because it's then going to be unfair on drivers around. It just depends how it goes. But yeah, we'll stick with saying he's P3. Same with Ko now. He had a 5-second penalty. But it all depends on what happens in the rest of the race. Mick Dalton going through turn 1, and Lynx is in P2, young Tommy's in P3, Konow's P4, Vice Sheng's in P5, done really well to recover after getting wing damage early on. Sean's in 6th after he's a bit further back than he was about a lap ago after colliding with Vice Sheng. Dan Murphy's in 7th then, great race from the back of the grid. Sweet MJP in 8th, looking good for some more points. Siege in 9th, close up behind his teammate. Done well to get back up to 9th after doing a lap on the hards in wet conditions. And then Potstuff is currently taking that final point. And it's a long way back. Mr. Elite's only now coming onto the straight. So Mr. Elite, Marvsky, Jay Story and Sam all be hoping for a safety car or for something to go on in front. But Dan Murphy and Sean is the closest battle on the track. It's 5 seconds between Lynx and Rick out in front as well. I think that's come down, I think. From when we last looked, I think it was about 6 seconds a lap ago.
Yeah, it's coming down.
Mr. Elite. Oh, Mr. Elite's retired in the pits. Down to 13 then. He said last year, these drivers do not like Azerbaijan, do they?
No,
and to be fair, neither do I. Marcy's now in P11 and he's the one, if somebody makes a mistake, he's going to be the one to pounce into the points. Jay Story's there in 12th too. Sam's just a bit further back. Look how hard it is in these conditions. Cars sliding everywhere. 4.8, 4.7 between Rick and Lynx. I wonder if Lynx... I wonder, because he was slower in quali than I expected. He was really close to Denzel and Rick in Austria. And I've seen his time trial times, and they're absolutely incredible. I know it's not about time trial at all, but I thought he'd have a bit more pace in quali. I wonder if he put a more downforce setup on, bearing in mind there's going to be a wet end to the race. I wonder. There's now 4.6 on board with Sweet MJP. Dan Murphy and Sean, and there we go. See, I like the overboard, the broadcast camera, but sometimes it just gives you this instead. There we go, that's better. Mr. Elite's left the session then. Mr. Elite's not gone his way today, is it? Not sure what happened with him and Marfsky under the safety car. Of course, no DRS under the it's not under wet conditions. That's so hard. So you got to then control it into the corner as well. Sean's defending really well. He's 4 seconds back from Weisheng. He wants his P6. It's 12 seconds back to Sweet MJP in 8th. So they are on their own at the moment on the track. Everyone's pretty spread out on the track. Yeah, Siege and Sweet MJP. I wonder if Sweet MJP is going to let his teammate through, but they're 12 seconds in front of Sweet MJP is Dan, and 3 seconds behind Siege is Pot Stuff. So I wonder if not too far. Yeah, Marfsky 11th as well. Marfsky 11th as well. Sam 13th. They're all down there with J Story. There's all three of them in it. Oh, did I see a house smashing the wall? Yes, I did.
Siege?
Sweet MJP. Siege. Yeah, it is Siege.
Siege?
Did he just outbrake himself?
He's good, he is. End plate's gone.
He's lost it's more than end plate. He's lost a lot on that front wing. He's got there. I think. Look how close. How far behind Marfsky is though. He's
hit the wall again.
Oh, and he's gone. He's out.
He's retired. He's lost his
virtual safety car. Another. We're down to 12.
God, what do I say about J Story? Don't you pick a point here?
Well, Marfsky can. Sam can. All three of them. There you go, Sieges. That's a Siege, Denzo, Chazza, Mr. Elite, Serious Mushroom, Sully, Crooksy and Tango, all out. Virtual safety car. No one's going to be pitting, I don't think. But it's going to put Marfsky up into P10. Crazy race. Absolutely bonkers race. As we saw here last year as well. Rain 2 nights in a row in Azerbaijan. Unbelievable. It's got Ravoy drive-through penalties. I don't think anyone has got a drive-through, which is good to see. Sector 1 yellow flag. It's just for someone slowing down to 12 remain. Wow. We said about seeing something different today, and we've definitely seen that. Rick's pulled back away from Lynx. Young Tommy still within 5 seconds. Konal there too. Weisheng's doing well in P5. This is crazy. What a race this has been. Yeah, Siege got wing damage in Castle, crashed on the track. Mr. Elite retired in the pits as -2 points for him, unfortunately. Chazza, not sure what happened with him. I think he crashed about here where Rick is now as well. Dan Murphy and Siege are fighting. Let's have a look on them. Oh, I'm not sure what's happened there. I think Dan must have gone for it all before going into Castle. Yeah, where were we? Yeah, Denzo, of course, he was lagging, so he's retired in the pits for that. Obviously, have a look at after the race. Serious Mushroom involved in that collision with Sully as well through the Castle. Just a it's bumper car effect, wasn't it? And then Crooksy, of course, crashed about here as well. And Tango, I don't know why he was disqualified. It's just such a shame. It does that glitch for him. His car was out on the track about 3 laps later as well. But yeah, there's not too much going on, of course, when it is wet. And only 12 cars there, no DRS as well. So it makes it a lot harder to overtake. It's just about endurance now for these drivers. 4 laps left, keeping it together, making no mistakes, getting no penalties. And young Tommy, he's at the moment in P3. But he's 4.9 off Lynx now, and with that 5 seconds removed, see, it's going to be close now. He's got to watch out for Konal as well, because he's only 2.4 back. Okay, and of course Konal's also got 5 second penalty to be removed if Tommy gets his removed. Hybrid setup. Yeah, Jake went on about his hybrid setup yesterday, didn't he? Gaps between the top 3, exact same just there. So Marfsky P10. That'll be a valuable point for him in this relegation battle. And he's over, yeah, Konal. Look, I don't know if Tommy's got damage, but he's really starting to struggle.
Now,
1.7. Konal is behind. He could be on. Konal's looking for a third podium. Oh, he's hit the wall.
No damage.
Oh, Konal nearly had damage though. He just hit the wall, turned in too early, so he's lost a few temps there. Links 4.4 on Rick. I think it might just be with only 4 laps left when they cross the line. Might be a bit too long. And Sean and Dan Murphy. I'm not sure if Sean hit the castle section, and I think he did, because Dan Murphy's managed to get through and he's up into P6.
Sean got damage. Yeah.
Yeah, Sean's got damage. Yeah, he just said that. And he's going to have even more if he hits the wall, and he does hit the wall. If he pits though, he's still going to come out in P9. Pot stuff in P9 at the moment. Sweet MJP P8. They're both looking good for points. Weisheng on his own in P5.
What a race.
It's been incredible. It's been non-stop, absolutely non-stop. When do you see this? 8 DNFs. 8 DNFs in the Premier League. I think the last time we saw this many probably was in Azerbaijan last year. The only time I've ever seen this many. This just tends to be the track that does everyone. Sean's in the pits. I'm going to change that wing. He's going to come out in P9.
Is Tommy going to feel
And
the pressure
there we
here?
go. Sweet MJP gets past. But he's got back within 5 seconds of Lynx. So Lynx has had a slow lap or so here. And Lynx might not even get a podium yet if Tommy and Konal both close up. I don't think we'll see a safety car now, because there's only a few laps left. Oh, Konal's got to be careful he doesn't cut the corner. With 3 laps
Yeah,
left.
you won't see a safety car.
Well, 3.5 laps left. It's very rare you're going to see a safety car. Oh, we got a yellow flag. Oh, Weisheng's lost it in the castle section. Weisheng's lost it. He's got no front wing either. So this is going to give more opportunities. I've seen so few cars do this today. Just go absolutely flying flat out with no front wing. No, he's just hitting it into the wall. I really don't understand it. Brake. There we go. That's better. You get to the pits, change your wing. You're still going to come out in P8 here. There you go. Taking it nice and cautiously. That's much better. 1.3 is the closest battle on the track, and that is between Tommy and Konal for his third podium spot at the moment. And Lynx has fallen even further back from Rick. Rick, we're not spoke about him much, but that strategy in the start, staying out from that first safety car and then pulling away, that I did say at the time that was going to be important, that he did that, and he's managed to do it. And Weisheng is now going to come into the pits. He's got to be careful coming in. Yeah, Sam is catching up to Jay Story for P11.
Yeah, I think he hit the wall there.
And that P11 is important as well, because see how easy it is for a car to lose it in the top 10. And if they do, that P11's the place that's going to take it. Weisheng now come out the pits. I think Potstuff's going to get past him, but then I think Weisheng is going to be in P8. So Sweet MGP and Potstuff move up. Alpha Tauri looking incredible, 4th and 5th. And yeah, Konal, look, this. So at the moment they're both within 5 seconds of Lynx. So Lynx is going to lose this podium at the moment. With these penalties being removed, they both definitely will be removed if they're reported. Of course, that's one thing we've got to remember as well. They both got to be reported by them. So hopefully they've got their footage on, recording on, and then they'll be removed if it was a collision, which we think it was. And Sam is getting past. There we go, he gets the move done on the straight down into turn 1. Not a single 3-second penalty here either. It's not a huge track for it, but fair play to them. Konal, here he goes. He's not. Well, to Rick he is, but young Tommy's within 4.3, and Rick's going to cross the line to start the penultimate lap. 2 laps left then. It's been a masterclass on Rick. He's just not made the mistakes, has he? He's kept it together. Let's have a look how many stops have people made. Look at this, yeah, 1 stop for Tommy, Konal and Dan, 5 stops for Vice Sheng, and he's still in P8. And again, yeah, just shows anything happens around here. 5 stops and he's still, well, hunting down P7 even. Jay Story and Sam Swift, yes, I've seen it. Come on, Tommy, keep together, same plotters. And he's holding it together at the moment. He's not only doing that, he's catching up to Lynx.
I've got 4.7, 4.6 now. And what yours says. It should be the same, shouldn't it?
4.8 between the top two, 4.2 between Lynx and Tommy. And he is keeping it together at the moment. This is looking incredible for Tommy. Wouldn't have thought anything like this was possible, I'm sure.
No.
But he's reserved in the championship before. Well, you raced in the championship, obviously, Bradfield, and
Yeah.
you got a podium here in Monaco in the Premier League. So
Yeah, it can happen if the top drivers crash out.
it is one of those things. I think, you know, the championship and Premier League, the pace is so similar. They just both lack quick. Is just as much chance of doing something in the Premier League as there is the championship.
You keep it clean, you don't get wing damage on the street circuits.
And it's 3.9 between Lynx and Tommy. I wonder if Lynx is just easing off, not knowing that they might have a 5-second penalty to be removed. Yeah, Lynx again has been incredibly impressive. He's had some great pace. He's really, keeping in touch with Rick as well. They got the same. .9 as they cross the line. So Rick has just started the final lap then, and I think we might have 12 cars finishing it, which is an improvement of Azerbaijan last year. It's just this track, isn't it? They do not like it. I'm sure Instant Report's going to be busy tonight, though. There's definitely been some pushing and shoving going on, which we didn't see any of that last night in the championship, to be fair. There's definitely been a lot more aggressive racing tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to have to watch young Tom in this last.
It's about 4.8 between Lynx and Konal, so this is close. Tommy at the moment, if he reports that 5-second penalty he got, and it's all good to be removed and he weren't at fault for it, then he could even be P2 for Tommy. Well, his signal's showing red though. I hope it doesn't kick him out of the session. That would be heartbreak for him. Let's not talk it up. Marvsky P10. I got to say, look, Marvsky, Sam, Jay Story, all carried on, haven't they? They've kept it going. Sean as well after that damage. Vice Sheng's had 5 pit stops and he's side by side with Pot Stuff, and he goes down the inside. This is great racing, absolutely brilliant racing. Pot Stuff sticks it on the outside. Now Vice Sheng's coming in on the outside, and Pot Stuff keeps it, but Vice Sheng gets a much better entry. And he's got more speed in that car, and he goes round the outside, and that is absolutely quality racing from Vice Sheng and Pot Stuff. Vice Sheng back up into P7. We just mentioned his 5 pit stops as well. Incredible from those two. We've got to go to Rick Dalton then. Here he is on the straight. Look, he's going to coast it home. Once it got to the wet stage of the race, he has dominated. Absolutely incredible. And Vice Sheng's out. He's crashed in Castle. Rick Dalton wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Lynx comes home for second. Young Tommy is in third. If he gets that penalty removed, we don't know. Young Tommy third, Konal fourth, but they both have got potential 5-second penalties to be removed. Dan Murphy, he's going to come home in fifth, 26 seconds further back, albeit.
Young Tommy, mate, what a drive. Incredible.
It was incredible drive from him. Dan Murphy then comes across the line to take P5. I think that's his best ever finish in WNR. Sweet MJP then. So Marvsky got up to P9. Sam is going to take P10 by looks for it as well, not too far behind after Vice Sheng crashed out on the last lap. But sweet MJP, P6 for him, impressive points. Pot Stuff, look at him, he's weaving, he's happy about that. P7 for Pot Stuff, his best ever finish in WNR. Sean's going to take P8, I bet involved in a couple of instances as well. It didn't go his way. P8 for him. And then both Ferraris hung in there. Do you want to bum him or something? You keep saying his name about 10 times every minute.
He's always been at the back, but he's consistent.
Here's Marvsky.
Last year because he was consistent. That's why he's in the Premier League. He's done enough.
Two really important points for Marvsky. They've been right down the back this year, but he's stuck in there, isn't he? He had big wing damage, he's had 5-second penalties, and he's still kept going, takes P9. Sam comes home for P10 as well, and in Jay Story, I really wish it was 11 cars you could put in the points, because then we'd have all of them, but Jay Story comes home, and he's going to take P11 anyway. Brilliant drive from him to get the car home, he absolutely does, and he really deserves points there. Young Tommy saying sorry to Conal. Apparently Tommy hit Conal. Sure, obviously we'll have a look at that after the race. So there might still be changes to the positions, especially depending on those penalties as well. Yep, I'm not gonna do interviews because I'm not 100% sure who's even on the podium. So I wouldn't be too fair with those penalties being removed. So I wouldn't be too fair to do that. I wouldn't want to interview someone and tell him half hour later that, well, actually you're not got a podium. Rick doesn't come on anyway, so there we go. What a race. Rick Dalton takes a win, his second win of the season after winning Canada. And that is your top 10. Dan Murphy 20th to 5th though. That got him driver of the day on the game. Good race from him.
Well done.
And some new cars in the points as well. Anyway, that's us done for this weekend. Been eventful. That's one word for it today at least. And next week we are in Hungary. It is Hungary next week. Absolutely love that track. Anyway, we'll see you in Hungary. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.